job. Come out of your trance and get a job. He said, baby, this ain't working. I'm going to work. I'm out of money. I'm going to make something happen. I liked him. He wasn't afraid of change. But my problem is with this other brother. This mealy-mouthed, weak-lipped, indecisive, procrastinating, self-righteous, hypocritical brother. Oh, I know he doesn't have any filthiness of the flesh. Ah, but he's got a filthy spirit. Oh, I'm coming after him tonight. A filthy spirit. There he is sitting in the house, wanting everything that the other brother did, but wouldn't make a move. The Bible said the younger brother went to his father and asked him for the portion of goods that fell to him. And the father divided unto them his living. Now this elder brother has something that he hasn't asked for. A problem with him. He's nice and he's neat and he's all dressed up and his hair is combed and he understands church protocol and church order. He knows who to honor and who to recognize. He knows who the top 10 preachers are. He knows who's on the top 10 of the gospel chart. He knows everything about social services. He knows everything about church service. He knows everything about everything. But my problem with him, he's too quiet. He's just a little too quiet. He's a dreamer, but he's not a mover. He's a wannabe, but he doesn't know how to make it happen. He wishes he could, but he doesn't. And he walks through life silent. Silent. Going through the motions. He didn't leave when the younger brother left. He stayed at home. He's been in the church a long time. It's just that he doesn't do anything while he's there. No accomplishment, no results. Going through the motions, working in the house. Form of godliness. No power. No power. He doesn't even speak through the bulk of the story. He doesn't have enough faith to ask for his goods or enough grace to say thank you when he gets them. He's numb. He's placid, he's weak, he's mundane, and he doesn't say anything until his brother gets blessed again. He can't stand to see his brother blessed. He's got a filthy spirit. He's got a jealous attitude. He's mad because God is merciful. He's upset because God would raise up somebody he knew something about. Oh, he doesn't have filthy flesh, but Maybe you don't know anybody like that. I'm sorry. But there are some people who got a filthy spirit. And the moment you start to get blessed, now they got a problem. The prodigal son comes home, gets his ring, gets his robe, gets his calf, and throws a party. Ain't no kind of party like the party that goes on in somebody's life who knows they had no right to be blessed. They know they don't deserve to be blessed. They're not sitting back trying to argue over who's going to be the president of the willing to work and the willing to get up out of bed and the willing to go on committee. They just glad to be saved. They don't care who sits on the right side or who sits on the left side. They're just glad to be a child. You ain't seen nobody dance till you see somebody dance who knows they should have been dead and gone, could have lost their mind, could have been struck out on AIDS, could have OD'd in the street, could have died in the car wreck, could have been in jail. But God, who is rich in mercy, look beyond. Touch your neighbor, tell him he's talking about me now. He's talking about me, he's talking about me. Glad to be in the number. Glad that I'm in church. Glad I'm not looking for the dope man tonight. Glad I'm not cruising down the street. Glad I'm not in the emergency room. I'm just glad. Touch your neighbor behind you and tell me, excuse me, but I'm throwing a party. I'm throwing a party tonight. My row is having a party. Come on over to my house. Come over to my house. But when the elder brother heard the sound of the party, he's not glad. Have you ever got blessed and couldn't find anybody that was glad for you? Have you ever, maybe it's not you, but have you ever got a blessing or got a miracle and wanted to pick up the phone and tell somebody, but you thought, you know, when you can't find nobody that's glad for you, nobody that's going to celebrate you, don't cancel the party because you ain't got no attendant. Throw your own party. Bake your own cake. Light you up some candles. Put your hat on and blow your whistle. And say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will return. Look at your neighbor and tell him I'm having the party anyway. Yeah. I invited some folks and they didn't come, but I'm having the party anyway. I see you rolling your eyes, baby, but I'm having the party anyway. I know you've been talking about me, girl, but I'm having the party anyway. Raising my children by myself, but I'm going to have this party anyway. Oh, yes, I am, devil. I've been through too much. I ain't canceling no party. I cried for this party. I prayed for this party. I crawled. I'm not no longer. But when the elder brother heard the sound of the celebration, He was disturbed and frustrated. He was angry. He was bitter. He was upset. He felt violated by other people's success. He said, all of these years I served you. I labored for you. I did whatever you wanted me to do, whenever you wanted me to do it. I worked when you said work. I supported you. And nothing happened. What do you do when living right don't work? What do you do when you know you've cleaned up your act, but things get worse instead of better? What do you do when you've paid your tithes and you gave your offerings and nothing seems to happen? And you see God blessing people that you know were living down in the gutter and in the mud. I came to preach about silent frustration. Frustration that has no lips. Tears that will not cry. A scream that will not be heard. It is silent frustration. I minister to hurting people all the time. I deal with people who've had nervous breakdowns and become despondent and non-communicative. They're generally nice people who always do everything for everybody else. They're always there. They're always faithful. They're always kind. They're always submissive. They're always pleasant. They pass the coffee. They bake the bread. They do everything they're supposed to do. But down on the inside, they are an inferno of silent frustration. What is it that makes a man who's been faithfully married for years walk out with the trash and never come back? The wife is shocked and the children are shocked and the community is shaken. He was so nice. But beneath his smile and his working overtime and undertime and buying gifts for Christmas, way down deep in the cellar of his spirit, he was dealing with that nice little submissive, kind wife walk out the door and say, I am sick of you. Everybody's shocked. She was so sweet. Down on the inside, there was silence. What makes a good pastor leave a thriving church and everybody's envious and jealous of what he's done for the Lord, and he resigns and the board is shaken? They did not know that he was dealing with silent frustration. Who can wipe a tear that will not fall? Or muffle an inaudible scream, or comfort an unexpressed depression? I'm wondering, does anybody in here know what it is to have silent frustration? It will hide in the don't know you at all. They don't know that beneath your smile and your professionalism, you have been asking God, how long? When are you going to bless me? I see you blessing everybody else. I see you raising this one. I see you raising that one. I see you raising this one and that one and that. But Lord, when? Maybe you don't know what I'm saying. But I'm talking about silent frustration. I'm talking about getting tired in the middle of the fight. Getting tired of smiling and grinning and wondering secretly, God, are you listening at me? I'm in church and I'm waiting. And I'm wondering when. I've been praying. I've encouraged other people. They walked away encouraged. I went home discouraged. I've given my courage away, and I am left with silent frustration. I can't let anybody know that I'm tired. I cannot express that the faithful one has gotten weary. They expect me to always be a bulwark of strength. They call me whenever they get in trouble. The whole family is looking to me, but they do not know that down inside I am tired and I have silent frustration. Lift your hands and worship God. Something's going to happen in here tonight. Talk to him, talk to him, talk to him, talk to him. Open your mouth to him. Open your mouth to him. Open your mouth. I'm coming where you are. Open your mouth to him. Open your mouth to God. Open your mouth to him. Open up your mouth to God. Open your mouth to him. Open your mouth. You've been quiet too long. Open your mouth. It's making you sick. It's getting on your nerves. It's making you moody. You kick the dog. You slap the cat. Silence. Frustration. Holy Ghost, move, 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 move. I feel a yoke breaking. I feel a wall crumbling. I feel a door opening. Have your way, Holy Ghost. Have your way. The elder brother says, what's wrong? I have been with you all of these years. Been a good husband, been a good wife, been a good pastor, been a good member, been a good person, been a good son. I don't understand living right. Don't seem to be working. I know I'm not supposed to say it, God, but I am confused. He says, I have been with you all of these years. And yet you never killed a fatted calf for me. What am I missing, God? Where am I missing it? I've danced all over the church and went home depressed. I've given, I've prayed, I've labored, I've toiled, I've laid before you. I am confused. They said, name it and claim it. They said, praise you and it's done. They said, worship you and it's over. I danced out of my shoes. I broke my heel and I still went home. I was abused in my house. I was tormented. I was rejected. I was ostracized. I was criticized. And I'm standing here trying to be faithful. I'm trying to do what you told me to do, but I can't figure out why is this not working. I'm tired. I'm at the end of my rope. I can't even get anybody to talk to. I've got to act like it's all right, but I'm tired and I'm empty. I'm empty. I'm empty. I'm empty. I'm empty. Silent frustration. Silent frustration. What am I doing wrong? And then the father comes out where he was. His whole life is turned around. He was in the house. The younger brother was outside of the house. Now the one who was on the outside is on the inside. And the one who was on the inside was on the... Isn't it funny how things change? They've completely substituted. They've changed places. And the father comes where he is. Thank you, Lord, for coming where I am, not where I pretend to be, not where I'm supposed to be, not where they expect me to be, but thank you, Lord, for coming where I am. You know where I am. You know where I am. You know where I am. I can't talk to anybody. I can't tell anybody, but Lord, you know where. He came where he was. Woo! I feel the Holy Ghost. He came when I couldn't get to him. He came where I was. I couldn't pray out of it. I couldn't dance out of it. But bless God, he... Son, you've been with me all of these years. Your problem is not with your performance. You've been here. You've done what you were supposed to do. But your problem is in this one thing. You have failed to understand that all that I have is thine. Hold it. Wait a minute. Listen. You could have been blessed long time ago. While you were going through form and fashion, you failed to have faith and to recognize that it is not enough to perform as if you were on stage. But woman, if you believe on me, as the scriptures have said, then out of your belly shall flow rivers of living. Shake hands with somebody and tell them something's about to happen in your life. You've been feeling it. You've been knowing it down in your spirit. You didn't know when. You didn't know how. Something just kept telling you something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. Don't die. Don't quit. Don't collapse. Don't faint. Don't cave in. Don't lose. Don't break. Don't go back. Something. God kept you alive for a reason. God kept you around for a purpose. Something is about. It reminds me of what God said to Cain. You remember when Cain was upset over Abel's sacrifice? And Cain was wroth because God had blessed his brother. And God was confused by his reaction and asked a question. He says, Cain, why has thy countenance fallen? If thou doest not well, will I not receive you? You know what God was telling Cain? I am no respecter of persons, but I am a respecter of principles. If you do what he did, you can have what he got.
Tested, retested, you're certified fireproof. Fireproof Revival, November the 14th through the 16th, 2018, 6:30 p.m. St. Mary Congregational Church, 213 South Louisiana Street, Abbeville, Louisiana, 70510.